Okay, thank you for the time that had given to me. My name is Nikala Sintawintari. Here I want to present about the incorporating local culture in English teaching material for undergraduate students. Okay, introduction. The background is about the incorporation of local culture materials in a teaching material developed for undergraduate students. So the teaching material that are an integral part of the teaching and learning process. And this plays an important roles in in increase student achievement and motivation. Good teaching material can be a critical point that determines students' learning outcomes. And from that, their question arise from this research is about why do you have to use a mixture of local culture material in a teaching material? Based on this question, because there are several reasons. The first one is requires teaching materials that are specific to students. And the second one is uh, the existing material for the English courses is for the English courses for students that's to have heavy and also dependent on reading. And the last question is because the mindset of the students, the main mindset attached students, which include English is not important. Okay. The second one, they are the purpose of the study. The purpose of the study to know the importance of including local culture in English teaching material. So, like what I said before, there are the several reasons why uh, the authors must including local culture in English teaching material because uh, uh, many students feel difficult to learn English and they uh, lazy to learn because they think it's difficult. For from that, the authors have idea must to including local culture in English teaching material to make easier the student learning English because learning English is very important for the future. And from including that, the student can learn English without the burden. And the third one, there are the research question. So the research question, I got three here. So the first one is how is local culture material is important to student. Second, how to develop material in incorporating local culture into English teaching material. And the last is how students respond to use of new material with previous material. And second, there are the methodology. Type of research is qualitative method. This research use observation, interview, and questionnaire to collect the data. And the participant here is a student of Hinduism Education Department of IHAD and Denpasar in the first semester, and the subject with 82 student in A1 and AB, sorry, uh, A1 and B1 for the first semester. And the data collected, the data were obtained from students through observation, interview, and questionnaire. So the authors take use the data collected with observation, interview, and questionnaire for the students. The instrument is about the observation, interview, and questionnaire, and the data analysis is using simplest version of the AD development model by Dick and Cherry. And the author used that, and the analysis techniques is use data reduction and display display. So based on the meaning of the data reduction is about is simplification, classification, and elimination of unnecessary data in such a way that the data can produce meaningful information and facilitate drawing conclusion. So why I got the data reduction, because I can read in the journal that the repair begins with the reading text to equip students with culturally familiar reading text, which will reduce the foreign feeling. The researchers dedicated to use simple reading text taken from various sources. Sources of reading text are newspaper article, official supplies from Hindu Dharma Parisada Indonesia or PHDI, internet article provided by travel agent, as well as material from Hindu religion textbooks. And from the data display, based on the meaning of the data display, is activities when the data set the arrange in a systematic and easy to understand manner, making it possible to draw conclusion. So why I can use this the data display, because the second because I got the uh, read I got the read the journal about the second is that the student prefer the new material over the existing material due to culturally familiar materials. The familiar material is the line with the student prior knowledge, thus helping the student in understanding the new material. This research is similar to results in both researchers. Local culture plays important role in improving student improvement in English learning. Therefore, local culture should always be considered when developing English material. Furthermore, as noted in the observation, the familiarity of the material enable the student to learn more, achieve more, and this achievement boosts student motivation and improvement in learning. This research confirm various research results from around the world. And then there are the result and discussion. The most important finding that I got from the journal, there are three. The first one is the importance of teaching material for students. Second, development of material in incorporating local culture into English teaching material. And the last is student response through incorporating local culture in English teaching material. The answer to the research question is number one. Is important because the student local culture will act as an identify for the learners. So, jadi ini akan menjadi identitas bagi pelajar, identitas mereka yaitu budaya lokalnya mereka. So, there are four phases of development. There are blueprint phase, draft writing, draft testing, and final production. With the weakness of the bluebird and so on. So number three is the majority of the students prefer the new material rather than existing material. So there are the data about the authors got from the students. So the first one, this material more interesting than the existing material. So in 77 student answer with strongly agree. 17 answer agree, 5 neutral, and 1 disagree, and 0 for strongly disagree. Number 2, this material is easier to understand than the existing material. So 68 students answer strongly agree, 28 answer agree, 4 students answer neutrals, and 0 for disagree, 0 for strongly disagree. Number 3, this material is more fun to learn than the existing material. 72 students answer with strongly agree, 23 answer with agree, 4 students answer neutrals, 1 student answer disagree, and 0 for strongly agree. Fourth, this material helped me learn English better than the existing material. And 85 students answer strongly agree, 15 students answer agree, 0 for neutral, 0 for disagree, and 0 for strongly disagree. And the last is I prefer to study English using this material than the existing material. 91 answer with strongly agree, 9 student answer with agree, 0 for neutral, disagree, and strongly agree. Result and discussion about the result explanation is cultural material can be concluded that the incorporation of local culture material help the student in learning English. And the implication of the results is the nation that a culturally familiar material will help student in learning foreign language. So, okay, that's all about explanation about my material. So thank you for the time and thank you for watching this video. And the last word I say, Parma Santi Om Santi Santi Santi. Bye.